So I have a question about Huang Po Zen Master and the beating of Lynchy. Zen Master Mocho, the one who was enlightened, and he was helping. He would help. He was helping Zen Master Lynchy. So this is the skillful mean teaching by the Zen masters. So we cannot apply this beating in the modern Zen practice because people would sue the Zen master for beating. So this practice basically you just need to ask a question and raise a doubt. So that's eventually is going to lead you to the awakening. Can you clarify more about the determination of birth and death? How can we practice this compared to other practice of repentance? So because this repentant practice that helps practitioner, but I don't know about this practice. So if you have this thought of determination of birth and death, and if you have the strong determination for resolving birth and death, probably we all have this, determination, but we still get caught in the dualistic way of determination. So, like people, soldier when they go out into the battlefield, they would sacrifice, their life, but somehow they attach to the name and form. So we have to understand the right way of determination, strong determination of birth and death. It's not about sacrifice your body or fear of death. So we should not misunderstanding about the determination of birth and death. So basically, we need to practice this with our own study. We have to study this carefully, and then we apply into our practice. So if the determination that's strong, people, may come and try to take our life or scare us, but we have this strong determination. We don't care what they want, but we keep the practice in mind. That's a true determination. and this determination continuously, then it's going to create the doubt more easily. So just like Zen Master Lin Chi, he had this kind of true determination of resolving birth and death. And that's how, his doubt was so great that helped, yeah, his awakening. So it's all about the practice of prajna. So in all the temples, they practice, any kind of practice, but they still have come to recite or chant the Heart Sutra, the Prajna Sutra. So when we offer the incense and we have this vow that may our mind have returned to the true nature. So, and when we offer the incense, that's the stanza we usually recite. So another one is we vow to release our worldly knowledge, and so that's how we able to let go of our self-attachment. So the worldly knowledge is the most difficult one. So resolving the worldly knowledge is the main vow in our offering the incense stanza, because that's the most difficult one to release. So the literature in repentance, we also say all the mistaken minds create all the false doing, all the wrongdoing. But the true nature of false mind isn't exist. It's not even exist. So all the false, all the wrongdoing also not real. So when we truly practice repentance, um, then both the wrongdoing and the person doing it, both are not exist. So subject and object, they both don't exist. So the true repentance is about release the subject and object. That's a true repentance. That's the formless repentance. So when people are offering the incense, they usually recite this. My subject and object, my dualistic mind they're both not real. So may I able to truly understand this. They are not born or reborn, being or non-being. So may I see my own Buddha nature. So people from North or people from South, their Buddha nature, no difference. So this practice uh, is also the true repentance. This practice is also where you're able to keep all the precepts and you're able to you practice recite all the sutras, all the methods. Is not missing anything in the practice. In this practice, we cover everything. So you don't lose anything in this practice. So because this is absolute practice, so that's why you're able to able to cover everything in the practice. So it's just basically return to the practice, ask the question, and raise the doubt. Does anyone have any more questions? Dear Thầy and all the practitioners, usually we have this ego about our own practice, our own tradition, and their practice. Is there a practice that we're able to alleviate the suffering and let go the ego, the self attachment? So the true Buddha Dharma is about let go of our self attachment. Self attachment is the most obstacle in every practice. So there are 5 yana. But all the 5 yanas or vehicles are about to destroy the self attachment. If you're not able to release the self attachment, then your life will ever take by the self attachment. So in the practice, the Zen master usually say that you need to sow the seeds of bodhicitta, because this bodhicitta is about self-release of attachments, and eventually it's gonna help us to lead to the complete journey practice. So when you're able to nothing to achieve, nothing to seek, nothing to fear. So when you're able to completely exhaust all the self attachment, and that is also the compassion or the true nature of equality. So right now, if we practice even the compassionate practice, is still in the very conventional because we still have the subject and object. Namo Muni Buddha, dear Thầy and the dear Sangha. So when um, people practice, they usually say they have to get rid of all the thoughts, discursive thoughts. When we say, even you say that all the thoughts and and when you raise the doubt, the all the thoughts, they don't even have a chance to sneak into our mind. And I think it makes very good sense. And I think I will take it and practice. But I recognize that myself, that I still have that ego or self-attachment in the practice. So in our tradition, Vietnamese tradition, we are attached to the self-attachment of our own traditions when we live with our children. And if we, have this kind of mentality in the practice, it's going to create a lot of trouble in our life. So I'm very happy that uh, you understood the Buddha Dharma. So when we were talking about destroy the self attachment, when we say destroy, it's just a way to say it, but our practice is about to ask the question. So everything is the same. We just need to ask the question, and so we still need to, carry on with our life. Everything is the same, but if you're able to maintain that practice all the time, and you don't need to know whether it's gonna benefit you, this and that, or you have to worry about, your practice is gonna lead you to a better life or whatnot. So we don't have to create that kind of dualistic thinking. Like, when you have to destroy this to get that, so on, So this practice is basically, you just ask the question and raise doubt. That's it. We're not gonna suppress the thoughts or destroy the thoughts or suppress the thoughts or whatnot. You just don't have to use any methods to deal with the thoughts, but you just ask the question and raise it out.
Cảm ơn Phật. Thưa thầy, chú
Namo
Phạm
Muni
có câu
Buddha,
hỏi
dear Thầy. Please go ahead, ask your question. Namo Muni Buddha. Can you hear me now? Can you go ahead? Ask. In my daily, I have I'm very lucky to have you remind me to ask a question um, throughout the day. Sitting, laying, and standing, whatever. But however, I have this issues with the the sleepiness, drowsiness. So my daily life, sometimes I have involved with my activities. Um, so nevertheless, you just remind me to ask question about the practice and have dialogues with other friends about the practice. So from there, let go the let go so achieve or have too much self-esteem. So so I don't know why I keep doing the practice, but I still cannot awaken. So can you explain? So all the patriarch, they say that our karmic energy is really hard to get rid of. So our habits, um, we have this habits, not only in this life, but many life before. So they still sleepy. They are sleep in our own mind. Uh, we have the karmic energy from worldly, and we also have the karmic energy in our practice. And sometimes it's keep delay our practice. And there's a koan. So Mahakassapa, the first patriarch during the Buddha time, when the Buddha was alive, and and he practiced the Zen. Uh, and he was able to listen to the goddess realm music, and he was able to feel all the um, environment, the trees, and everything is moving because of that goddess goddess realm, play out. So Mahakassapa was uh, heard the music, and he was standing up and dancing, and all his friends, uh, Dharma friends, thought that how come Mahakassapa was the advanced practitioner, but he was still doing the worldly thing, dancing. So because of Mahakassapa's old habits, energy from maybe from previous life. So even when he listened to the music from the goddess realm, uh, his body started to dance. So the people who was able to overcome this difficulty, and people they have practice this. So this practice is not about the beginning or find the beginning or find the end. So our automatic energy from the doubt is gonna sweep out everything. And so the Buddha patriarch, said that when we find this true Dharma and find the true Dharma is really difficult. But when you carry out this practice, it's even more difficult. So when we practice this, it's basically is we have to deal with our old habit. Eventually it's gonna come. So when you as practitioner and as an old age practitioner, so we need to recognize that it is we could get tricked by the worldly mind, because most of our old karmic energy we don't know, we don't remember from the past life. So when you ask a question and raise the doubt, it's gonna release everything, the karmic seed. So when practitioner able to achieve the awakening, and then there's no more karmic energy, and then you're able to use all the skillful means like the Buddha. So return to this fundamental practice is about ask a question and raise the doubt. So when you're able to practices and it's self-release, self-attachment. Did you understand my explanation? How about any other people in the audience want to ask any question? If you don't have any more questions, we're gonna do the sit-in and then do the walking meditation. So today we will end our day with the practice. So so then they can practice by themselves here. So I just want to say goodbye to everyone from the other Zen centers and online.